So yeah, the other updates are to do with, like, I guess where in my treatment I am with seeing certain people. I was supposed to, or I've had my second appointment with Charing Cross by now. Unfortunately, that's not happened. I don't have that now until July. They sort of, people who know me will know that know the story, but for those who are watching that don't, they fucked up and sent the change of appointment letter, which was moving it forward, to the wrong address. So I didn't get notified of that, but I got notified by the right address that I'd missed my appointment. So I had to phone them and told them what the situation was, and they wanted me to write them a letter and explain it, and then they would once they received that, they would give me a new appointment, and it turns out that's not until the 14th of July, so I have longer to wait. And that also means that I'm still paying privately for hormones and seeing Dr. Curtis for that. I'll have one more private shot to pay for in July, because my shot is due before my appointment, and the doctors always take ages to sort themselves out. Which reminds me, I need to change my doctors to a local one rather than my university one. So it's a bit annoying that I've got to wait still, and I'm still not privately on hormone. I mean, still not on hormones by the NHS, and I'm kind of worried about when I do get to see them, whether they'll let me continue to be on Nebido or not, because it's the more expensive form, and we all know that the cuts are happening, and I'm kind of concerned that they might not let that happen, but I might be over worrying. However, it's with Penny, and I can't remember how to pronounce her surname at all. But she's, from what I've read online, she's meant to be quite nice. So, yeah, fingers crossed. The other big update is that I'm having my top surgery in like 2.5 weeks. So, really fucking excited. Cannot wait. And for those that don't know as well, I'm going to see Dr. Garamone. So, flying out on the 13th of June. My surgery date's on the 16th of June, and I'm just so excited. And then when I get back, I'll be back on the 27th or 28th of June, and then we've got London Pride a week afterwards. So yeah, excitement. We've sorted like our visas, and I've also what I needed to have done for that surgery was to get a letter from Dr. Curtis saying that it's my next step, and I also had to go to my local doctor and get them to do some blood tests, which Dr. Garamone emailed me the list for, and needed them to give me sort of just an all-clear health check, like check-up kind of thing, which they did without really many problems. Although it's now down in my notes that I'm going abroad to have surgery because I don't want to wait for the proper assessment through the NHS. One of my doctors was kind of trying to push me to have NHS thing before she realised I'd already paid for this, and it was so soon. But there we go. Oh, and she also told me that for definite that people would get, like, who went private, people who went via the NHS for surgery would get, once they'd got the referral for surgery, that they would have it within 6 weeks, which I'm not sure whether to believe or not. I think she was not quite up to date with her information, and the point is as well that getting that referral is often a massively long wait, which a lot of people can't afford to do. So yeah, I'm really excited about my top surgery, obviously, and yeah, T-Rex arms for a while. If anyone's got anything that they want to, any tips, etc., or any advice, or anything at all, any questions, then just like let me know and I'll answer them, ask them, whatever. So yeah, the other big milestone that's coming up for me is I'm gonna be turning 25 soon. I turned 25 on the 1st of July, and that also means that I'm suddenly going to be too old for youth groups and things like that. Like the one youth group that I've been going to, Gendered Intelligence, I'm currently on like a break from, so that I can go back and be a volunteer. I have to have a 3-month break before I can do that, just so that, because where I've been part of the youth group, it's just to sort of do the whole power, well, it's not really power balance, that's the wrong way to sort of say it, but to differentiate me, but to make me in the position of a staff member instead of a youth member, because there's different responsibilities and people treat you differently depending on what you're doing. Yeah. So I've got to have a 3-month break, which also means I miss out on all the fun stuff like going on the residential trip. Yeah, but it's really weird, like, because it's like another little transition within itself. Like, although I don't feel old at all, and because 25 isn't old at all, but the fact that I'm starting to reach the upper age limit of certain things and becoming too old to go to things labelled as youth. Yeah, it's interesting. It kind of feels like I'm supposed to have all this, supposed to be more grown up than I feel I am. And yeah, I don't know, I still sometimes feel as if I'm in my late teens. But also I do kind of feel like I'm progressing in my life right now, and it's a good milestone to be going through. Even though, like, I'm not, in some ways I'm not progressing, because I'm stuck unemployed at the moment, trying to find work. But in other ways I'm maturing through doing my activist stuff, and doing things that I actually enjoy. I feel like I'm making social progress, rather than just physical transition. So yeah, in a way I do feel like I am growing up and being, I don't know, more able in the world. But I still get like panic attacks of like, oh, I'm not good enough to do certain things, or I'm underqualified and blah blah blah. But that's a different thing. That's just me in general. I always want to be over prepared for something rather than under prepared. So if I don't feel like I've qualified for it, then I won't necessarily do certain things or put myself out there as much. But I'm trying to do more of that, like take more risks. So yeah, I'm sorry like that I haven't done any updates. I've just sort of been massively busy with activist stuff. I've been part of Queer Resistance and trying to raise awareness about how the cuts are affecting the LGBTQI community. So we've been like doing lots of planning actions, and we recently tried to occupy a bank. So we set up a sexual health clinic outside a bank, and that was this Saturday. And we've also done we were zombies for a day and walked around Soho, or shambled around Soho as zombies, which was fun. The next action we want to focus it on how the cuts are affecting trans people. So if anyone has any information about it, then please definitely put it forward, let me know. Join in if you want, and have your input. Next meeting, those that are in London, is on the 5th of June, that's Sunday, and it's at the Gazed Word. So yeah, definitely there's a bit of a call out here, but we need more people who know things about how the cuts are affecting trans people, because I don't know everything myself, obviously, and we all have different levels of knowledge and stuff, so it would be really, really useful if we got more people on board to join in as well, to actually take part. So yeah, sorry about that. Oh yeah, I've also the other thing I did was I finished university. I don't have any more essays or anything else left to write, and I graduate soon. I graduate in July, so that'll be exciting. Not really looking forward to the ceremony, because centre attention stuff, that doesn't do it for me. But it'll be fun to dress up in the mortarboard and gown, as silly as I'll look. It'll be amusing. And also I won't know anyone there. I won't be graduating with anyone that I know, because I was supposed to graduate last year. But never mind. I don't know what else to say. I'm very aware that this video has gone on way too long. It's like 20 minutes. If anyone has any questions about anything that I've talked about, then please message me, leave a comment on here, and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye, YouTube.